Unveil the mystery of Halloween, a day filled with traditions, joy, and delightful frights. Born from ancient rituals, it has evolved into a celebration that sparks the imagination and unites communities. It's a time for carved pumpkins to flicker in the night, for children to transform into whimsical creatures, and for everyone to revel in the thrill of a good scare. Join us as we unmask the spooky traditions and festive thrills of Halloween. Travel back in time to the ancient roots of Halloween, a celebration deeply intertwined with the changing seasons and spiritual beliefs. Our tale begins over 2,000 years ago with the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain. As autumn waned and winter loomed, the Celts marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of the dark, cold winter, a time often associated with human death. They believed that on the night before the New Year, which was on November 1st, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became blurred. During the festival of Samhain, the Celts would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off wandering spirits. Little did they know, these practices would shape the Halloween traditions we know and love today. Fast forward to the 8th century, when Pope Gregory III designated November 1st as a time to honor All Saints. Soon, All Saints' Day incorporated some of the traditions of Samhain. The evening before was known as All Hallows' Eve, and later Halloween. Over time, Halloween evolved from a solemn pagan ritual to a day of merriment, costumes, and sweet treats. The celebration was limited in colonial New England, but as beliefs and customs of different European ethnic groups and the American Indians meshed, a distinctly American version of Halloween began to emerge. In the 19th century, Halloween was molded into a community-centered holiday. Parties focused on games, foods of the season, and festive costumes. Parents were encouraged by newspapers and community leaders to remove anything frightening or grotesque from Halloween celebrations. As a result, Halloween lost most of its superstitious and religious overtones by the turn of the 20th century. Today, Halloween is all about indulging in good-natured frights, donning costumes, carving pumpkins, and gathering sweets. It's a time for communities to come together and celebrate, whether it's through neighborhood trick-or-treating, costume parties, or spooky movie marathons. From a Celtic festival of Samhain to a community-wide celebration, Halloween has truly evolved over the centuries. Immerse yourself in the delightful tradition of trick-or-treating, a Halloween custom that brings joy to children and adults alike. It's a time when the streets come alive with the pitter-patter of little feet, the rustle of costumes, and the magic of children's laughter filling the air. Let's take a moment to appreciate this charming custom, which sees our little ones transform into superheroes, princesses, ghouls, and witches, knocking on doors with their little fists and voices ringing out with the age-old cry, "Trick or treat!" But where did this tradition originate? Believe it or not, trick-or-treating has its roots in medieval England, where poor people would knock on doors asking for food in exchange for prayers for the dead. This practice, known as souling, eventually evolved into what we now recognize as trick-or-treating. Fast forward to the present day, where this tradition has taken on a lighter, more jovial tone. It's become a cherished part of Halloween celebrations, a time for communities to come together, for neighbors to reconnect, and for children to indulge in the simple pleasure of collecting and devouring an array of candies and treats. But beyond the costumes and candies, trick-or-treating is a testament to the enduring spirit of community, the magic of childhood, and the universal love for a touch of the extraordinary in our everyday lives. Trick-or-treating, a tradition that encapsulates the spirit of Halloween, continues to bring communities together in a night of fun and fright. Step into the world of Halloween decorations, where creativity knows no bounds. This is the realm where ordinary pumpkins transform into glowing grimaces, and tranquil homes morph into hair-raising haunted houses. Let's start with the quintessence of Halloween decor, the beloved jack-o'-lantern. Carving pumpkins is not just a fun activity, but an art form. With a bit of creativity, these orange gourds can become anything from a classic creepy face to intricate designs that will leave your neighbors in awe. And remember, the spookier, the better. But Halloween decorations go far beyond just pumpkins. Every spider web, every bat cutout, every flickering candle adds to the eerie ambiance. Picture this, a faux graveyard in your front yard or a ghostly figure looming in your window. These touches can turn your home into the talk of the town, a spine-chilling spectacle for all to see. Not to forget, DIY crafts hold a special place in Halloween decor. Homemade witches' brooms, papier-mâché skulls, or glow-in-the-dark ghosts can be fun projects for the whole family, adding a personal touch to your spooky setup. So, whether it's a trail of candy corn leading to your door or a coven of witches adorning your porch, the key is to let your imagination run wild. After all, Halloween is the one time of the year where the more macabre, the merrier. With a touch of creativity, every home can become a haunted house during Halloween. Witness the evolution of Halloween, from sacred Christian roots to a secular celebration of fun and fright. Halloween is a holiday that's been on a fascinating journey, a journey that began centuries ago, steeped in religious observances and solemn rituals. During the early Middle Ages, the Christian Church designated November 1st as All Saints' Day, a time to honor all the saints who didn't have a specific day of recognition. The night before became known as All Hallows' Eve, a solemn vigil before the holy day. This was a time for prayer and reflection, far removed from the playful spookiness we associate with Halloween today. Yet even in these early days, there were elements of what Halloween would become. The tradition of souling, where the poor would go door to door offering prayers for the dead in exchange for soul cakes, is seen as a precursor to modern trick-or-treating. As the centuries rolled on, Halloween began to shed its solemnity. The holiday crossed the Atlantic with Irish and Scottish immigrants, and in the melting pot of American culture, it began to transform. The prayers and soul cakes gave way to costumes and sweets, and the vigil's quiet reflection blossomed into a celebration of community and good-natured fright. Today, Halloween straddles the line between the sacred and the secular. It's a night of fun, filled with costumes, candy, and camaraderie. It's a time when communities come together, when children's laughter fills the air, and when everyone can let their inner ghoul come out to play. But it's also a night that carries echoes of the past, a connection to ancient traditions and long-ago celebrations. Halloween is a testament to the human ability to adapt and evolve, to take something old and make it new again. It's a holiday that embraces its dual nature, honoring its roots while also welcoming change and growth. It's a celebration that bridges the gap between the sacred and the secular, between the past and the present. Halloween, a holiday that blends sacred traditions and secular fun, continues to evolve, captivating hearts across the globe. Embrace the essence of Halloween, a celebration of joy, creativity, and community spirit. Today, Halloween unites us as we revel in the thrill of the spooks, the magic of the costumes, and the sweetness of the candy. Whether you're a ghost, a ghoul, or just a Halloween enthusiast, keep the spirit alive and have a spooktacular Halloween.